Hello lovely people, thank you for watching this video. My name is Roel. I am a health and nutrition coach and I post these videos to motivate people to be as healthy as they can be. And we have so much power ourselves to determine our health, and sometimes we forget about it. And my videos are just here to help you, to hopefully motivate you to do what you can do, and often that's enough to make a big difference. Today I want to talk about how you can boost your immune system. So I've got 10 tips on how to boost your immune system so you're ready to go into the next season. We're now officially into autumn here in the UK because on Saturday we had the equinox, and that's when there is exactly the same amount of day and night all over the world. And officially, sort of in an astronomical way, that is the beginning of autumn. Some other people use other dates because they're easier for certain statistics, but I think officially autumn has started now, and you can feel free to embrace everything autumnal if you like. I know that for a lot of people autumn is their favourite season. Not for everyone, but especially in the community that I'm often in, especially on YouTube, the knitters and the crocheters, they love autumn, of course. And I hope there is something at least that you like about it. And one thing about autumn and winter, of course, is that we are more likely to pick up allergies and get viruses, and I just want to share a few tips on how you can get ready for that. And I mean, it's not just for autumn, but it's good to have your immune system boosted all of the time, but maybe now is a good time to just check a few things and see if any of these 10 tips that I'm going to share today bring up something for you, and maybe it will make you think that there's something that you can do to go into the next seasons as healthy as you can be. So just to be honest, a lot of the tips I'm going to share today are tips that generally keep you healthy, and a lot of health advice is all interlinked. There's nothing really that is specific for one thing, because what's good for our health in general is good for all these specific things. And today is no exception. So the tips I'm going to share with you today are good for you in generally, but I just picked a few that are really going to help to strengthen your immune system. The first one, which of course is super good for you anyway, regardless of what season of the year we're in, and that is to cut out sugar and refined carbohydrates, because they will jack up your blood glucose levels, and that will just cause inflammation. And also, if you consume a lot of sugar and refined carbohydrates, this will actually inhibit your white blood cells' ability to kill pathogens, i.e. viruses, bacterial infections in your body. So by trying to reduce sugar in your diet and the refined carbohydrates as much as possible, you will really help your white blood cells to fight for you and to keep you healthy. The next tip is probably easier, because cutting out sugar and refined carbohydrates is quite difficult for a lot of people, but hopefully in my other videos I help you with that as well. And if you need any more support, please let me know, because it is super important, not just for your immune system. But the next one is actually really accessible and very easy, because it requires no effort at all. There are a couple of essential oils that can be really beneficial for your immune system. So I'm just going to mention a few, and I'm not going to go too much into the details. If you're interested, then please let me know and I will give you some more information, but I'm just going to mention it here, and then if you want more information, let me know, because I don't want to switch people off by doing hour-long videos. So the first one is oregano, or I think Americans say oregano, but however you say it, it is a very potent essential oil for your health. It is very antiviral, antibacterial, and lots of studies have actually been done with oregano. So that is one that I always reach for first. If I feel like I'm a little bit under the weather, feel I've got something happening, and we all know when we've got a little bug trying to get to us, then that's where I reach for the oregano or oregano. I always mix it with a carrier oil, of course, because you should do that anyway with all essential oils, but this one is particularly hot, so if you put that neat on your skin, then it can be a little bit annoying. So I would make a rollerball with some essential oils, and if you don't have a rollerball, just mix it, with some carrier oils, just mix it with a bit of olive oil or almond oil or coconut oil, and just rub it under the soles of your feet to really get into your system very quickly. Frankincense is another one that springs to mind, and frankincense is basically good for everything. It's the king of essential oils. Melaleuca, or you may know that better as tea tree oil, always one that I reach out for as well, with oregano to as my first defense for illness. Lemon oil, really beneficial, also really good for your digestive system, and your digestive system is where most of the cells of your immune system hang out, so that's another good one. Eucalyptus is shown to be efficient in dealing with infections, in particular RNA viruses. So you might find that interesting. Again, I'm not going to go into any detail, just let me know if you want more information about that. Cardamom is another essential oil that springs to mind. Peppermint as well. Peppermint's really good also for reducing fever. So if you have children with a temperature, make sure to dilute it, of course. That can be really helpful, and it's good for your digestive system as well. Thyme, another very potent essential oil to combat infections, and cinnamon. There are many others, but I just wanted to mention a few, and these are probably enough to get you going, and let me know if you want any more information on that. Number 3, physical activity is super important for your immune system. If you're not moving your body as much as you can, you're not going to ever be as healthy as you can be. Human beings thrive on physical activity, and you can just imagine if you're not moving, everything's stagnated, and that's not good. In particular, your lymphatic fluid will move better through your body when you move more, because your lymphatic fluid doesn't get pumped around your body as your blood does by your heart, but it relies on you to move for it to move through your body. So definitely physical activity, and it's also good for sleep, and sleep will come up in a second as another important factor for your immune system. So if you move more, you sleep better. If you move more, your mental health is better, and that's another point coming up in this video as well. So like I said before, it's all interlinked. So sleep, like I said, this was going to be mentioned when it comes to your immune system. Lack of sleep actually has an immediate impact on your immune system. So if you have a bad night's sleep, this will actually have an immediate impact on your immune system the following day. And of course, chronic lack of sleep will be even worse. But even short period of impaired sleep or lack of sleep, whether that's quality or quantity of sleep, will impair the activity of natural killer cells. And I love the name of these cells, natural killer cells. It just sounds so effective, doesn't it? Natural killer cells. They are actually your first line of defense against pathogens. And so if you have a lack of sleep, the ability of these natural killer cells is massively impaired. And also, lack of sleep will result in a decreased production of cytokines. And cytokines are small proteins that are very important in the production, the growth, and the control of other cells of your immune system. So super important. And I really feel that sleep is not taken seriously when it comes to your health. And if you're interested in that, then I really recommend a book by Matthew Walker called Why We Sleep. He's an absolute authority on sleep, and he explains really well why sleep can have a massive impact on your immune system and on your health in general. Highly recommended book. Very accessible. It's not very scientific, although he is a professor. Where are we? Number 5. I always lose track with which number tip we're on, but I hope you don't care about that. Number 5 is to, of course, and it should be number 1, but like I said, everything is interlinked, so it doesn't matter what's number 1 or number 5. Your diet, of course. Eat real food, the kind of food that your great-great-grandparents would have eaten. Real food is it an egg? Did it have a face, or did it grow somewhere? Then it's real food. So avoid processed food. Processed food, stuff that's made in factories with ingredients that you don't know what they are, or you can't pronounce them, is inflammatory. And inflammation will put a big burden on your immune system. So you really want to avoid it. And the more you eat real food, natural food, the better your immune system will be, in terms of how it can function, but also in terms how it won't be impaired by the stuff that you're putting in your face. So really think about what you're eating. Is it real food? Weight is a factor. It's not the only factor for your health, and I'm not saying that if you're overweight you cannot be healthy, but it is fair to say that if you are overweight, that will have an impact on your immune system and on other factors of your health. So it's best to try and maintain a healthy weight. And all the stuff I normally talk about and all the other tips I'm talking about in this video will also help you to reach your healthy weight. Smoking is a massive factor for immunity. So if you do smoke, then please do try, of course, to reduce or preferably stop smoking and seek help if you're struggling with that. It will really benefit you, and it will benefit you generally, of course, and it's saves you a lot of money as well. Alcohol is also a massive factor for your immune system, and you'll even notice that if you have quite a few alcoholic drinks, maybe not 2 drinks, but if you have a bit of a sesh, then you may have noticed that the next day you feel like you've got a bit of a sniffle, or you feel like you're coming down with something, and that's because excess alcohol in your system will immediately have an impact on your immune system. So that's another one to think about, and yeah, how you do it. That's a topic for another whole video, because I know it's not easy, like all the other things that I mentioned, apart from the essential oils, which are easy. But of course, cutting down on your sugar and your refined carbohydrates, and quit smoking and drink less, it's not easy, and I do know that. But once you realize the benefits, then hopefully that will help you to be motivated to do it. And there are lots of other techniques that you can apply to be more successful, and do reach out to me if you need some help with that. And if you need a little bit of help with setting goals around that, to come up with a plan, a structure, how to do that, then I have a really useful workbook that you can use to come up with a plan, identify some goals and some actions that you can set yourself to reach these goals. So feel free to let me know if you want that handbook, or even easier, probably, I'm just going to put a link to that workbook below this video. It's free, so just click on that link and you'll get that workbook. Number 9, I've mentioned it already in this video. Your gut health is super important for your immune system, because 70 to 80% of the cells of your immune system are in your gut. And a lot of the stuff that you do in your daily life will have an impact on your gut health. And unfortunately, in society that we live in today, it's not going to be a good impact on your gut health. So processed foods are really bad for your gut health. Sugar is bad for your gut. Refined carbohydrates are not great for your gut. Lack of physical activity, again, it all comes together, doesn't it? Lack of physical activity is really bad for your gut health. So really do the best you can to maintain a healthy gut. You can include certain foods. So I've only now mentioned foods that you should exclude to benefit your gut, i.e. the sugars, the processed foods. But there are also certain foods that you can include in your diet to help your immune system and your gut health. So I'm talking, of course, about green leafy vegetables, always a good choice. Berries are full of antioxidants, things like green tea, turmeric and ginger are anti-inflammatory. Garlic is a great food to support your immune system, so do add those foods to your diet as much as possible. Number 10, the last one, but not the least one, is your mental health. Super important for your immune system. Many studies have shown that if your mental health is not great, that is having an impact on your immune system. And maybe you've experienced that already in your life, that at times when you've been really stressed, that you also come down with a lot of bugs, or you became ill, maybe even seriously ill at times when you were really down or when you were very stressed. And so that is a very well-known link. So it's super important for your immune system to look after your mental health. So make sure that you make time for that, that you don't just do that whenever you can, but actually focus on that and dedicate some time daily for that. Are you doing the things that make you feel happy? Are you taking some time to breathe slowly and deeply? And then, of course, again, it's all coming together. The diet, the physical activity, the sleep will also support your mental health, and vice versa. Your mental health will support your sleep and your diet and your physical activity. So it all sounds very overwhelming, but just start small, start somewhere and start now. Don't wait until the first of the next month or till after Christmas or whenever you think the time is going to be good for you. Do it now. You can start this very second. You don't even have to wait till tomorrow. And as it's Sunday, for me, that's goal setting day. I always review what I'm doing on a Sunday. It takes 5 minutes. Just look back at the week gone by, ask yourself, what did I do well to start with? Because you want to make yourself feel good. When you feel good, you do better. And then ask yourself, what can I do better? And set yourself one little goal around that. So for me, this week, I am going to cook a few different things. So obviously when we were on holiday, we enjoyed different foods anyway because we were away, and it was very easy in Spain to eat healthily, and it was not a sacrifice at all. We had the most amazing food, and 80-90% of that was really good for us. Of course, we also had a drink. We enjoyed some beautiful Spanish wines and beers, and we also had some ice cream and desserts, but on the whole, it was very easy to eat healthily. And now we're back. It's great, I think, coming back from holiday, because you really look for. I don't know about you, but I really look forward to going back to my normal life, and always look forward to cooking again and doing my regular stuff. But this week I'm going to try at least 2 new recipes, so 2 dishes that I haven't cooked before, just to keep it fresh and to stay enthusiastic for cooking home cooked meals with good ingredients. So that's my plan for this week. And have a think about what you're going to do. It can be so helpful. In fact, it'd be life-changing if once a week you set yourself one little goal for 1 week only, and just give it a go. It's only 1 week, and at the end of the week, review it, and maybe it wasn't as bad as you thought it would be. Hopefully it wasn't, because if it was, you probably set the bar too high. Make it really easy. and that's how you become successful. So easy goals, 1 week only, and then you review it and see if you want to do it again. Right, 20 minutes I think is probably longer than I want these videos to be, but do let me know if you enjoy these videos and you want them to be longer. Let me know, or if you feel that they should be 10 minutes or 5 minutes. It'd be really helpful for me to know that. And of course, if you enjoy these videos, then please do give me a like or a comment, and of course subscribe if you want to, because that will help me to grow this channel, and so I can reach even more people. And thank you so much for watching. Have a most wonderful week, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again next Sunday. Love you lots. Bye.